Real estate agents work with all types of home buyers. One of the most honoring of all clients is to help the veteran. It's likely that you will want to do all you can to help them to find the ideal home for their needs. Whether they are active duty or retired or even reserves, you'll feel good about helping them to find a home. However, before you can do that, you need to make sure they have the finances they need in place. Many veterans are highly knowledgeable about the benefits they have available to them, but they may not recognize the benefits and features of VA loans. In short, Veterans Affairs Department home loans provide a financial opportunity to those who have served in the armed forces of the United States with a federally backed mortgage. As a real estate agent, you need to be able to explain to your home buyer exactly what these loans are, how they work, and most importantly, how to choose a home that fits the sometimes stringent requirements for them. Let's take a look at what you can expect from these home buyers. What is the VA loan program? The United States Department of Veterans Affairs provides individuals who have served in the armed forces and their families with the ability to obtain affordable, easier access to a home mortgage loan. The loans themselves do not come from the VA. Rather, like FHA loans, VA loans are backed by this agency, or more clearly, the federal government. These loans are highly lucrative. If you have an individual who has served the country and is actively involved or honorably discharged, you'll likely want to consider the use of a VA loan. Chances are they will qualify for a larger loan at a much lower cost than if they selected any other type of mortgage. The VA has established specific requirements for those who wish to use this mortgage loan program, and that is where it can get complicated from a real estate agent's view. How can veterans qualify for a Veterans Affairs loan? To obtain a VA loan, individuals must meet specific eligibility requirements. The first step is to obtain a Certificate of Eligibility, or COE. This comes directly from the Veterans Affairs Office. In short, it verifies that the individual has served in the armed forces, currently actively serving, or has been honorably discharged, and has served enough time to earn credit. The most complex process here is determining eligibility. Individuals who have the status of active duty will be able to obtain a VA loan in most cases based on the duration of their time served. For those who are discharged, it is important to consider how long the individual served. Those serving during times of war will need to spend less time in the military than those who did not serve during this time frame. Additionally, those who are National Reserves can still qualify, depending on the length of time they have been a part of the program, as well as if they've ever been activated. As a real estate agent, it is nearly always best for you to direct your home buyers to the VA office to obtain a COE as a first step. From there, they can begin to talk to mortgage lenders about the availability of these loans and their credit qualifications. Also, these loans are available to veterans, active duty personnel, National Guard members, reserve members, and some surviving spouses, depending on the amount of time the individual served during the marriage. What are the benefits of a VA loan? So, what makes these loans so beneficial? This is where it is important to understand what your homebuyers have available to them. First, VA loans allow for 100% financing. That means that homebuyers do not have to have a down payment to purchase a home using a VA loan. This is a very big benefit for many homebuyers and is especially beneficial to those who are buying their first home. Some lenders may still offer better interest rates and terms to those who have a down payment. And of course, having a down payment reduces the overall cost to buy a home. Next, the interest rate for VA loans is typically lower. With less risk, because these loans are backed by the federal government, lenders offer significantly lower rates for these loans. Remember, having lower interest rates also means your homebuyer may qualify for a higher priced home. VA home loans also have limits on closing costs. And the VA funding fee charged on these loans can be rolled into the loan itself, reducing the amount of out-of-pocket expense the home buyer has. Closing costs are generally lower and may be paid by the seller. Also, there is no requirement for private mortgage insurance premiums to be paid, which is unlike FHA or conventional loans. Again, this is another savings opportunity for the veterans. The loans are also assumable, which means that, depending on the requirements of the lender, it is possible for these loans to be assumed by others should they decide to sell the property. This too is different from most conventional and FHA loans. The bottom line is that Veterans Affairs loans cost less than most other types of loans, have fewer credit requirements, and do not require a down payment. This allows veterans to enter into the home buying process sooner. The VA does not have a maximum borrowing limit. However, lenders can limit the amount and size of the loan based on credit qualifications. If the lender is willing to offer a loan, the VA will not limit what he or she can buy, up to the value of the home. How do home buyers obtain a VA loan? You have a highly interested home buyer in your office. You know they've served in the military. What do you do next? The first step for any individual is to obtain the COE from the VA office. Until this is in hand, the lenders cannot provide a loan to the buyer. And that means you will not know what loan amount they can obtain. The next step is to find a lender. Most mortgage lenders will offer VA loans, but the Department of Veterans Affairs will require the lender to be approved through them. The VA can provide some recommendations, but most credit unions and banks offer these loans. Most local mortgage lenders are also available. Once they begin working with their lender, the homebuyer can begin to work with you. The goal here is to ensure that the homebuyer is pre-approved for the loan and that you know how much of a home they can afford to purchase. Remember, the VA backs the loan but does not provide it. The lender still makes the determination of whether they want to lend to the individual and how much he or she can borrow. Like FHA loans, VA loans do have some minimum standards for the home itself. For example, the home must meet safety and health standards. This becomes evident during the home inspection. You can expect your home buyers to need a home inspection. Factors like lead paint and missing safety railings will need to be handled prior to approval of the sale. This is not much different than the process for an FHA loan. If you have a buyer in your office that has served the country, thank them. Then, encourage them to see out a VA loan. While they can buy any other loan, the VA loans tend to be the best option for most of today's buyers. And then you can start helping them to find a home that meets their needs within the guidelines set by their lender.